Well, good morning to you. We've arrived in Skye, but I just wanted to introduce you to what we did on the last leg of our journey, which was in Fort William. We got on a train at Carraw, came into Fort William, and we were there in a hotel for a couple of days. While we were in Fort William, we really struggled to get into any restaurants. It was absolutely packed there. But we did manage to find a couple of places to eat, including the Stables restaurant, which is a steak restaurant. And oh my god, the steak there, firstly it's really nice, but secondly it's the biggest steak I've ever seen. But I was wondering why you weren't seeing any of your Highland coos around, and I know now it's because they're all on the table at the Stables. I wanted this particularly as a 50-day aged steak. It's their speciality, and I had the smallest one they had, but it was still 21 ounces. I think the biggest one was about 46 ounces or something. Absolutely mammoth things. But yeah, it was a really tasty experience. So when we were in and around Fort William, we also took a walk up the loch and right around to a mineral and fossil museum, which is on the other side in Corpac, I think it is pronounced. Probably not. I get drummed out the country for pronouncing that wrong. Anyway, this is Fort William and the journey over here, and I'll catch you soon. We have come to the next stage of our journey. We had to leave Carraw behind. Right, in many respects was a shame because Carraw was so quiet. We've come to the metropolis of Fort William, and we're staying in the Lawriestone Guest House, which I found on booking.com, and I have to say it's pretty awesome. We had a really compact and bijou room in Carraw. Here it's enormous. You can see Mrs. C just walking around. There's enough room for her to just wander around aimlessly all morning, do some yoga.
Run away from a spider.
Mrs. C's had a little bit of a knee incident when we went up the mountain yesterday. It seems it did not agree with the present Mrs. Camsell's joints, and so yeah, today or the next couple of days we're going to take it a little bit easy. We are going out for a walk today. We're going to find a fossil museum, which is on the other side of Loch Linne. And we are also apparently one of the filming sets for Highlanders over there. So this is turning into a film set tour. We've already done Train Spotting. Now we're going to do Highlander as well. I just wanted to quickly show you around this room because I say this was an absolute find on booking.com. It was, everything in Fort William was really expensive. I'm guessing this year it's because of COVID and people can't go anywhere. But this was pretty good value. But when we got here, oh my god, the room is just absolutely lovely. Let me show you around. First thing to appreciate is the view, which is lovely. It's not the best weather here, which you kind of expect in Scotland, but it is really lovely. You can see there's this huge bay window, so you can see all the way down the loch. A little bit close to the main road, but you know, we're quite used to that. I actually found that quite soothing, quite easy to sleep. But yeah, when you look around here, this room, I think this is a superior room. There is a very large bed and our tea and coffee making facilities, blah blah blah, as you would expect. But check out this bathroom. You can't open the door and look at it in here. I try not to catch myself in the mirrors there, but there's so many of them in here. Look at this. It is absolutely enormous. And obviously there's a bidet because we're so sophisticated. But yeah, what an absolutely stunning bathroom. Although the floor is a little bit lethal in the middle of the night, it turns out. One thing that I have noticed from when Mrs. C has been taking some photos of me when we were in Carraw is that I am actually a lot more miserable than I would ever have thought I was. I thought I was a whingy old git. I am a proper miserable old git. My face just... Honestly, I'll see if I can get some photos of you because I look like an aquamphibian off of Stingray. Honestly, it's shocking to see. Claire says, oh, you were so miserable. I am not. But the photo evidence is there. I am genuinely that miserable. I don't know why you married me, but I'm such a miserable sod. I'm trying to smile now. It's actually hurting me a little bit. We're heading off now. So we will catch you on the other side, literally on the other side of the loch. We have just been to a fossil museum, fossil and crystal museum.
Treasuresoftheearth.co.uk.
It's really awesome. We walked all the way around to Fort William to a place with the name we've forgotten already.
Corlach.
Begins with a C. Corlach.
Over there. Shelock.
Corpach.
Shelock.
That'll be the one. This is where you have the sea lock which goes to the Caledonian Canal, so you can go all the way up to Inverness.
Should you be able to swim that far?
Or if you've got a boat.
That's it.
Hither is Fort William, which is where we're walking back to. It's a really lovely walk, but as you can probably see, the weather is not especially awesome. But we did learn some fantastic stuff.
Oh, you can't see. I was looking for those hills over there.
Yeah, that's actually Ben Nevis over the back there, but you can't really see it today at all. Come all this way, not seeing Ben Nevis.
Cold. It's a bit parky.
Interesting things that we've learned today.
I thought it was dinosaurs, and then a sort of bit of jiggery pokery, and then mammals. I don't think I actually thought that, but if you'd have asked me off the top of my head, that's what I would have said. But mammals, whales and stuff, and then more complicated modern mammals like pussycats.
And it just in the blink of an eye, it's gone from an educational and informative piece down to pretty much the level of where I think most people who are watching this are at as it goes.
That shows you what humans have done to the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, pussycats.
But they do have some really awesome stuff in there. They've got a mock-up of the biggest piece of gold that was ever found in Australia. Honestly, it's huge. No one knows quite how big it was because they gave a lot of it away before they took it to the bank to get that.
What did they say it was, about 2 foot underground?
Oh yeah, it was just under the surface.
Under the surface, yeah. Hit it 3 times with his pickaxe before he thought, better have a look at this, and then broke his pickaxe trying to get it out.
There was something else I learned about. Diamonds. Diamonds.
Oh, forever.
Now I did know that diamonds are manufactured as well as dug up out of the ground, but what I didn't know was that right now the number of diamonds which are manufactured far outweigh the naturally mined diamonds. I did not know that. It makes sense, really, because diamonds are very, very rare, but I discovered that. I also discovered that I get really, really annoyed with people who wear their face mask under their nose. I just got something I just can't seem to let go.
You do get the raving on.
I'm not going to start a fight with anyone over it, but it's just like, come on. Really? I don't know why it upsets me so much, but it does. I think it's because it's such a simple thing. Wear a face covering over your nose and mouth, and some people can't even manage that. And it is uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. If you wear glasses, they steam up. It's a pain in the arse, but it's slightly better than death. We also saw the Jacobite steam train. I took a little bit of footage of that coming through Corback. Claire then pointed out that instead of actually looking at the steam train, we both picked up our cameras and videoed it with those people. But we did it for the benefit of our viewer. There you go, Bill. There's a steam train for you. What you can't see over in the distance, just beyond Claire there, is the hydroelectric plant on Ben Nevis. But every time Claire sees it, she thinks it's a funicular railway and wants to go up there.
I love funicular.
You're going to sing the song?
Funicular, 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 la 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 la.
We are on the ferry to Skye. No, we are, yeah.
No, you caught me singing.
We're on the ferry to Skye now. This is the third leg of our journey. We've had quite an interesting train journey.
Speedboat. Speed bonny boat. See what I did there? Thank you. I'll be here a week. I won't.
So we've had quite an interesting journey here. We couldn't get on the Jacobite train, so we went on the same train, well, the same train lines, but on the normal train, and it was just as packed.
It was really busy.
So,
but the windows were dirtier, so that was a bit annoying.
And then we got here
Cheaper, though.
straight down to the ferry, straight on the ferry, and we're just heading over to Skye now, but we've got about 2 hours to wait for a bus on the other side. So we're actually going to be quite glad when we get the car in Inverness, because I have to say, public transport, when it works, but at other times it's not so great, is it?
Not so great, no. So I'm looking for dolphins.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like looking at myself. I don't like these videos. I don't like looking at myself on the videos. He loves looking at his face. Me, not so much.
Oh, wow. Can you see it, guys? See it? Oh, right in front of the boat. Oh, my goodness. Gee whiz. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow.